What's up, gals and pals? I'm Coach Vino, and this is the Progress Bar. And guess what's only a couple days away, folks? That's right, Cinco de Mayo. So what I'm gonna do today is I'm gonna make you guys 3 different margarita riffs. But what's cool about these is I never had them before, and I've always been interested in trying them. So I'm gonna go ahead and make those, and hopefully I like them. Maybe I won't. We'll all find out soon enough. But before I do that, I'm gonna need you guys to do me a solid. If you can hit that thumbs up, hit that subscribe, and hit that notification bell, you can help Vino feed the hungry algorithm. And make sure you stick around, because we're gonna boogie down. All right, so here's the deal. The first margarita riff that I'm gonna make you guys doesn't even include tequila. Go figure. And this one is called the Jagerita. The Jagerita was created by David Cordoba at the Cabinet Room in London, England. So let us look at what is in the sauce. The first thing we're gonna need is 1.5 ounces of our Jagermeister, all right? Now, Jagermeister is just really a German Amaro. So the reputation it has is really from the old college days where everybody shoots them back and, you know, gets all screwed up, you know? And now the next thing we're gonna need is 3/4 ounce of Cointreau. Now, if you don't have Cointreau, you know, you should definitely feel free to just use whatever triple sec that you have, but Cointreau is the recommendation, okay? And now we're gonna do 3/4 ounce of lime juice, right? So I've got some super lime juice here. And then we're gonna do 1/4 ounce of simple syrup. Let's see. Yeah, so I'm really interested to see how this bad boy comes out. I mean, it's a really intriguing thing, huh? So let's go ahead and put some ice in our shaker. And we're gonna shake that up for about 10 to 15 seconds. All right, folks, I think we shook that bad boy up enough. Let's go ahead and crack this bad boy to the side. And then we're gonna put that in, we're gonna be serving that in a rocks glass with I had chilling like a villain. Gonna add some ice to the glass. All righty, there we go. And then let's just go ahead and pour this bad boy in. All right, so I mean, you know, as expected, not the prettiest looking cocktail, but you know what I'm saying? That's not the kind of brown you want to see in the cocktail, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, let's go ahead and just add a lime wheel to that for our garnish. And there you have it, folks. Get in there, buddy. Our Jagerita. All right, so before we get into our next cocktail, let's go ahead and give our Jagerita a sippy sip. Cheers. Oh, that is really nice. That is really nice. Oh yeah. Oh, I'm digging that. I mean, it's Jagermeister, so you're definitely getting like a very anise forward profile on the palate, but it's not overpowering. I thought it might be a little too sweet with the simple syrup and the Jagerita, but it actually works out really nice. This is a pretty little thing. Oh yeah, I can see why that's popular. And I know another way people drink this is they making this like a little slushy or something, like they blend it. I'd love to try it that way. So yeah, folks, Jagerita, a nice little margarita riff. Now the next margarita riff we're gonna be making is called the Italian Margarita. The Italian Margarita is adapted from a recipe discovered at the Club Bar in the Peninsula Beverly Hills in California. So let us look at what is in the sauce. The first thing we're gonna need is 2 ounces of a Reposado Tequila. I'm gonna be using Espolón. All right, and then you're gonna need 1 ounce of Amaretto, which is one of my favorite liqueurs. Stuff is so good. You know, growing up in the Arthur Avenue in the Bronx, I would have this with a little cappuccino, you know, whatever, you know, a delicious way to end your dinner. And then we're gonna do 1/2 ounce of triple sec. All righty. And then I'm gonna do 1 ounce of lime juice. Right, there we go, folks, beautiful. And now, no sweetener to this. I mean, we're not adding any simple to this. The Amaretto is going to be your sweetener. And then we're just gonna do a little pinchy pinch of salt. All right, and go ahead and add some ice to our shaker. And shake that up for about 10 to 15 seconds. If I can get it closed. All right, folks, I think we shook this bad boy up enough. Let's crack that bad boy open there. And then we're gonna be serving that in a coupe, which I've had chilling like a villain. And let's double strain this into the glass. All right, this looks like a more traditional margarita versus that Jagerita, which looked nothing like a margarita. And it didn't really taste like one either. I mean, there was hints of it in there, you know, but it wasn't. It was very much a Jagermeister cocktail, to be honest with you. All right, so now we got our juice poured in the glass here. We're gonna garnish that with a lime wheel. And there you have it, folks, our Italian margarita. All right, so before we get into our final margarita riff, let's go ahead and give our Italian margarita a sippy sip. Cheers. Oh yeah, oh, that's delicious. Oh, that is delicious. Woo. Hot damn. Who would ever think that Amaretto would work so good in a margarita? Guys, this is the freaking delicious. This is probably, I mean, maybe I'm just too much of an Amaretto, you know, fan, but this is probably the best margarita I've ever had. This is so good. It's on the sweeter end of margaritas, you know, considering that doesn't even have simple, it's just strictly the Amaretto, but oh my God, this is delicious. Ah. All right, so let's get into our last margarita riff, and this one is called the Pastry War Margarita. The Pastry War Margarita was created at the Bastille Cafe and Bar in Seattle, Washington. Let's look at what is in the sauce. The first thing we're gonna need is 1 ounce of a Reposado Tequila, and once again, I am using Espolón. All right, now we're gonna need a 1/2 ounce of mezcal, and I'm gonna be using Madre. So this is gonna obviously add some nice smoky notes to the cocktail. And then we're gonna do a 1/2 ounce of Amaro Montenegro. Now, you know I love Amaro, so I'm very happy to see this in there. We'll see if it gets lost a little bit, we'll find out. And then a 1/2 ounce of elderflower liqueur, and I'm gonna be using Saint Germain. All right, so this should add some floral notes to the cocktail. So we've got a lot of different stuff going on here. All right, and then last but not least, we're gonna need a 1/2 ounce of, actually not last, but still, nonetheless, 1/2 ounce of lime juice. And then last but not least is a little bitty pinch of salt, all right? And now let's go ahead and add some ice to our shazaika. Ooh, almost knocked that over. Ooh, that would've made for good TV, wouldn't it have? All right, there you go. I would have taken that as a sign from the universe that not to drink this cocktail, but it didn't tip over, so let's see. We'll shake that for 10 to 15 seconds. All right, folks, I think we shook that bad boy up enough. Put this to the side, get our glass out. I'm gonna be serving that in the coupe, which I've had chilling like a villain. Let's go ahead and pour this bad boy in. All right. Come on, I'm gonna get it all out of there. There we go. There it is, folks, cool. I thought it was gonna come up short for some reason. I don't know why it's coming out slow, but there it is, folks, beautiful. Now we're just gonna go ahead, per usual, and garnish that with a dehydrated lime wheel. And there we have it, folks, our Pastry War Margarita. All right, so let's go ahead and give our final margarita riff a sippy sip. Cheers. Yeah, I don't know, guys. I don't know. There's a kind of a it's very thin cocktail. It's very thin. I mean, the mezcal is definitely up front. It's the smokiness is there. It's the flavor that really sticks out the most. Yeah, I don't know. This is only okay at best. Let me give it a sip. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's a pass. It's a pass, guys. Especially compared to these. I mean, let me tell you something. Get out of here. These two here are so good. Incredibly good. They're both on the sweeter side for margaritas. I mean, and some people drink their margaritas super sweet anyway, but just, you know, as a reference, they are on the sweeter side, but they've got so much flavor and complexity going on. They're really, really fun to drink. Let me try the Jagerita again. Yeah, that got a piece of ice. Yeah, that's just a really delicious margarita riff, and which is possibly a stretch because it doesn't have any tequila, but look, we'll call it a Jagerita, right? And then this one here, this Italian margarita. Oh yeah, man, that is super delicious. Again, on the sweeter side, both of these, but really good, really refreshing, and I think you'd be super happy with these. And look, if you want to try this one here, if you want to try the pastry margarita, you should go, go for it. I'm not saying it's a bad cocktail. I'm just saying it's very bland. It doesn't have much going on considering how many ingredients it has. But sometimes that could be a problem, guys. You got to remember, balance is important. You can't just put a bunch of shit together and assume it's going to be a delicious cocktail. It has to have balance, all right? Anyway, folks, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you guys have a fantastic Cinco de Mayo. Enjoy your cocktails, enjoy your drinks, enjoy your friends and family, everyone else, but please be responsible. We don't want anyone getting hurt out there, right, folks? So if you like this video, please press like, please subscribe, and please share with your family and friends. And remember, sharing is caring, and when life gives you lemons, make yourself a cocktail. Cheers.